Hello, welcome back. This is Knuckles' 25th issue, the 25th anniversary issue. Every 25th issue is a big deal in Archie. So, like 25, 50, 75, 100, shit like that. Knuckles only hit 25 special, so here it is. Let's get into the shit. Who'd think? Bank turns out to be more extreme than Legion, and leaves us wondering what all the fuss concerning high tech's about. Vote for Benedict. Benedict for High Council. Julie Sue, I think this calls for some serious. Huh? No, it can't be. Knux, what is it? You look as though you seen a ghost. Knuckles? Wait a minute, come back! Hey, you, stop! I just want to talk. Dad? Oh, Dad! There it is, childhood's end. They finally. Why's he run away, by the way? Fucking asshole. Remember he fixes his death for no reason at the beginning of the Knuckles series? Remember that? Ugh. I got a zillion questions and I don't know where to start, Dad. I'm just happy you're here. We do have a lot to discuss, but not here. Come. Knuckles, where are you? Can you hear me? Knuckles? This is so typical. Goes off and does his own thing again. Well, that's the way you want it. See if I care. Jerk. Swear to. I should think that obvious, Knuckles. We're heading to Haven. You're going to explain that one to me. Still don't get it. What do you wish to know, son? Everything. I didn't get far after the introductions were made. There's much to tell you. There's so much to tell you that I'm not certain where to begin either. Explain Haven, eh? Haven was designed and built by the Fire Ants as a facility for your ancestor Steppenwolf to carry out the duties of guarding the floating island. Over time, under Steppenwolf's guidance, it would become something more, much more. As his son Moonwatcher grew and learned, Steppenwolf gave much thought to the future, planning for the day when his own offspring would assume the duties alongside him. So then one day hits him. Bang! I gotta start a secret society, right? Hardly. Over time, it became quite evident that the chaos several order to be preserved, Steppenwolf would also have to be vigilant of the world beyond. When the floating island was visited for the first time by Overlanders, Steppenwolf could sense there was more behind their words. I'm known as Brutus Kintabar of the House of Ivo. My companions and I come in peace. Get ready to shoot to kill. While Stefan was always open to greet with open arms, he was certain he was certainly nobody's fool, very much in command of any given situation, and thus prepared for any possible treachery. Oh, the pain! The pain! My brain! It feels like I'm on fire! Stop it! Make it stop! Have mercy! Anything, name your terms. On one condition. I'll make your pain stop as long as your kind promises never to step foot on the floating island ever again. We agree. Before we depart, there's one thing I wish to know. What you learn of our intentions, that's my secret. Who knows what else your kind will try next? You break your oath, and I promise you and yours will rue the day you were born. Now go. So what did so what did give the so what did give the Overlanders away? That Wolf had an ally even few kings knew about. The Fire Ants. The Fire Ants, what could they do? On their own, short of defending themselves, not much but as a collective, with their natural telepathic abilities greatly enhanced when utilizing chorus a great deal more. After the Overlanders had gone, Christophily spoke with Steppenwolf. They may have been the first, but they won't be the last to be on the island. I agree. Have you any suggestions, old friend? As a matter of fact, he did. Which was? Hold on a minute, son. While I land the shuttle. 3, 2, 1, touchdown! I never said this before, but I found this place amazing. Kinda makes me wonder about the other secrets of this island, and myself I haven't learned yet. All in good time, son. This way. And for the record, Haven wasn't always a secret to whoever was the current guardian. No? Far from it. Unfortunately, it became necessary. Getting back to where I left off. Christopheles and Steppenwolf aside, more than one guardian would be necessary in order to protect the floating island and all its inhabitants. It was then that Steppenwolf brought his son, Moonway Watcher, into Haven. Father, what is this place? This is where you and I will conduct operations from as we carry on the responsibilities entrusted to us. You have worked hard and learned well, and I am proud of you, Moon Watcher. Proud to have you at my side. Now to the task at hand. As we face dangers from beyond as well as within, your grandfather Edmund never comprehended the challenges ahead. Is this how it was with you and your father? This is why I'm off to re, what? Recontainer? I don't even know that word. The landmasses we're about to pass over. While while, yeah, while I ascertain the level of potential jeopardy, it will fall onto you to ensure the security of the Emerald, this island, and all who dwell upon it. I will not let you down, Father. For while Steppenwolf and Moonwatcher would trade off duties, the Moonwatcher interacted with the inhabitants of Moe's Promise well. Like when you did that with me, Dad. I'm getting to that, son. The arrangement worked well for decades as Moonwatcher's son Harlan joined him when he came of age. As did Harlan's son Remembrat. In fact, it was Remembrat who christened us the Brotherhood. For a time, all was well. Till Remembrat's son Aaron, on his third time upon Mobius Prime, encountered a squadron of Verlanders wandering through the forest. Look at Echidna! One of yours? Hardly. Seize him! Still young and relatively inexperienced, Aaron wisely ran for his life. When he discovered the full extent of what was going on, somehow Manicure and the Dark Legion emerged from the Twilight Zone. The Seven Wolf had exiled them to. A guardian here? He'll ruin our plans. Here, give me that. What are you doing? We're not ready yet. It's called a preemptive first strike, Manicure. Why wait and allow the enemy to thwart our grand scheme? He's going for the missile. Let him. He'll be destroyed along with the floating island. You fool! You opened the hatch to the guidance controls. I got to stop him. Monica, wait! Exactly like the systems my grandfather had shown me. And if I cross-circuit to B, it should be able to. Whoops! Get off of there! You make me, bub. I got more important things to do. Don't touch that switch. You'll prematurely set off the detonator. Really? Thanks for telling me. They never did find any trace of Aaron or Miniker. So he was the first guardian to die? Oh no, Sentinel's father, Edmund, the very first guardian, was also the first to fall in the line of duty. The difference between the two stemmed from the fact that Edmund was a scientist, not a fighter. Thus, the enemy was able to exploit his lack of combat strategy. Whereas Aaron, though gifted with extraordinary intelligence, succumbed to the bravado and recklessness of his youth. The Rembrandt suffered the most, the other guardians were just as aggrieved and determined to take steps to ensure this wouldn't happen again. Especially when Aaron's younger brother, Jordan, made it known he wanted to carry on his brother's deed. Father, I want more than anything to become a guardian that Aaron can never be. Rembrandt choked back the tears. I began tutoring Jordan in the manner much as I did you. This isn't right. We should all be involved in Jordan's training. Better, we should establish limits for Jordan and increase his responsibilities gradually. Sorry, head by accident. So you didn't just abandon me? Hardly. I was always there for you, Knuckles. But in order for you to learn self-reliance, I need to provide the necessary environment. You wouldn't be the individual you are if you weren't allowed the opportunity to succeed or fail on your own. More than any other descendant of Edmund, this is especially true of you. Me? Why? Are you sure you're ready for this? Absolutely, Father. You have my undivided attention. Okay. One night I had a dream. Some would say a nightmare. They seemed so real I found I had difficulty time distinguishing reality from fantasy for months afterwards. Was it a dream induced by those referred to as the ancient walkers, or the precognition vision of events yet to unfold? I watched helplessly as I experience images of you facing so fearful an adversary, and then everything ended with a brilliant flash of light. No! What? What is it, honey? Only a dream, Laura. Yet more than a dream. So persistent were these visions, I sought the advice from a most unlikely source. If there, what you witness is the future, Locke, a future that may yet contain a shred of hope if you prepare for it. And how am I going to go about my task, grandfather? So what did grandfather out there say? Father, my same frame got repeated 3 times. There told me to reconcile the past, the present, into the next generation. Meaning, I became my own guinea pig using long forbidden technology, including biological enhancements. That when your mother carried you, the results was more than just the sum total of combined genetic structure. Still, upon birth, there was one final procedure waiting to be performed before you were hatched. And yes, you probably know. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but echidnas lay eggs, even though they're mammals. They're one of the 2 animals that lay eggs. They are being platypus. There's yeah, mammals. If I did say that right. So here we go. Here's an infamous part. So so before Knuckles was born, his dad experimented on him. Dad of the year, folks. Dad of the year. And the sad thing is, he abandons him. He treats him like shit. Experiments on him, which forms him. Literally, we're going to get to that. And Ken Perry still treats Locke like he's actually a great dad. I'm not even joking about that. Oh my goodness. Once it saw the chaos chamber, your egg was subjected to radiation badly enabled through the full force of Chaos Emerald. Through there had been much debate for and against going forward with my plan, but the entire Brotherhood, my father, is the process complete, and all we can do is wait. With much anticipation, your mother and I watched you hatch. When you emerged, I knew that all my efforts had met with success. Locke? Was what was it that said everything was okay? See my gloves? Yeah, what about them? Observe. Even though I'm a guardian, I'm also still fully echidna. You, on the other hand, are embedded to the genetically enhanced mutant offspring you are tend to be. It's true all this time? I thought every guardian Knuckles like mine. But why me? Yes, because of fucking Locke fucking experimenting on him, Knuckles is deformed. And yes, we are supposed to like this guy. I'm not joking. He experiments on his own son to cause him to have deformities. And we're supposed to like him. Though the Brotherhood cannot fight the future, you can get right to its savior. Savior, me? Did it ever occur to you I'd be happier just being your son? You think I never experienced the same feelings you currently are? I went through the exact same procedure, Knuckles, as did my father and his father before me. The only difference is you possess abilities far beyond the capabilities of any guardian that ever came before, and you are just now becoming aware of them. That's just too far out. Put yourselves in my shoes. Is having to decide between sacrificing world or siring a son to save. It ain't less staggering, I thought. Good point. So, what do we do now? Now, I think it's time we took a break and did something together. Just like any father and his son. Dad, I love you. And I love you too, son. That was that was the end of that. It felt pretty short. Here's a little splash page for you guys. Is this? Yeah, that's the picture. That's it. Yeah, that seems to be it. Yeah, next time, I don't even know what we're doing. What issue is next? It's not gonna be this issue, I'll tell you that. So whatever issue's next, we'll see you then. Toodles.